Oh, I even just gave myself a new haircut. Looks good. Good. Well, I only do like the sides. God does the middle. Ha ha! Sergeant America coming at you. Boom! Yeah, I could be extra loud today. Have the house to myself. My wife has a piano conference to get to. The mother-in-law showed up, and my daughter went with them. So here we go. I mean, I got all this free time, so I'm sure after this I'm gonna go to sleep. Oh, I'm tired. Anyway, um, so it's about the new comic book day poll. That's why we're all here. We'll have some rambling thoughts at the end. Picked up the Avengers Halloween special. I'm guessing a couple of short stories, different artists, different writers, all that good stuff. I do like the holiday specials. DC usually hooks me. I was I'm trying to think, was it late 90s, maybe early 2000s? DC holiday specials, they hooked me big time. But so this is number issue number one. Imagine that. $5 book, cardstock, cover stock may not be the greatest. Kind of looks like it's not the greatest. Um, I'm just interested. Wanted to pick this up. Want to read it. So very last thing I'm going to enjoy. Even though today is technically the day after Halloween, so too much candy. I have way too much candy in the house. I put a bucket out even, hoping some high school kid would steal it. And no, we just didn't get the trick or treaters. I don't know what's up anymore. Boom. Wildstorm issue 18, I believe. Let me double check. Yeah, 18. This book has been very enjoyable, especially because of John Davis Hunt art. Um, Clean Room was especially my favorite work of his. Uh, and this just reminds me, I mean, this is just so close to it. If it was just a little weird, not weirder. And that's the thing. The story, I thought it was simple. I thought, space people versus Earth people, and there was a war, and that was going to be it. And then there's a third group of like other people, and they decide they don't like either people. And then now there's a fourth group, and they're like magic people, some science stuff, and I'm really getting lost. There's a lot of characters, even Lynch that we see on the cover here. Once again, extra stuff. They kind of explain, but we're kind of not told everything. So, whew, I recommend this in trade to everybody. This is a good book, and boy, I just don't know. That's my cat, and she's upset because I should just be sitting here reading, and so that she could be on my lap, but I'm not. She's gonna have to wait. Okay, and then I've really been enjoying this book, The Realm. I've been telling people about this. Once again, this is the post-apocalyptic idea. If you like some D&D and some Walking Dead and all that, this is pretty much it. I mean, I really enjoyed this. We're on issue number 10 right now of it. It's been really good. Um, in the end, or in the back, there is an ad for Die, D-I-E, like as in dice. And it looks like it's almost D&D based too. Like kids get abducted or disappear while playing Dungeons and Dragons, I'm guessing. They return back to the world a year later, and then later on they figure out that whatever happened isn't over yet, and they have to do something with it. So all this stuff is starting to seem like it's tying together. At least that the theme of like this magic and science. That's what this is. Yeah, magic and science mixture. Enjoying it. Really liking it. Really, really liking it. Boom. Uh oh, Peanut, be quiet. West Coast Avengers fun book. This is the fun book. You pick it up. It's got a bunch of silly laughs in it. It's a bunch of characters that I do enjoy, and some that I originally didn't care for. Quentin Quire and Gwenpool. who are growing on me. The minimal amount that they use them, because it's a team book and the mixture with the other characters has been good. I'm enjoying this. So, and lastly, because I did not pick up Image Plus, all the stories are collected. So all together we have Witches. Oh my goodness, Kitty, just hold on. We're almost done. Bad Egg is what this is called. Bad Egg Halloween Special. This was $7.99, so $8. But like I said, I did not pick up all the others, so I'm really enjoying this. You stop it. It's like I have a third. It's like I have another child. So anyway, uh, I was also going to talk. I've recently been able to chat with some 20-year-olds that, for one reason or another, I noticed that they're very interested in uh, comic related things. Uh, and first one in was a young guy who has Stark One on his license plate. And I said to him, hey, Tony Stark, right? And he laughs and he's like, yeah, yeah, yeah. And I said, so, are you reading anything? And he's like, oh no, I like the movies. And he was a big fan, especially of the Iron Man 1 movie. Um, just like I said, he just loved it, and he thought really that Stark One idea was a smart thing, and not interested in the books. So evening comic crack. Uh, some later on that week, there was another person I knew that brought in his McLaren. If you know vehicles, was it $275,000 vehicle with Batman license plate? Once again, asked him, so you happen to be reading Tom King's run of Batman? No, no, no. I've read some, collected editions, but no, no, just really like those Nolan movies. And I was like, oh yeah, they're good movies. They're good movies. Um, we definitely just enjoy things in the medium that we're given. Uh, Along those lines, I enjoyed the Harry Potter movies. Never read the novels. Not looking for comic books for them. My movie, that was the right format for that. And I guess that's just what I'm noticing is it has been tough for people that I've given comics to get them interested. Even people that I know, a couple teachers that are my age that are teaching young kids and was looking for reading material, and I gave them different trades and all that. Um, None of them really ever got hooked on the comics, and I think that's the thing. I think in our formative years, you either get hooked on something or you don't, and sometimes if somebody's enthusiasm is hot or catching, you can maybe get somebody on one or two floppies, but it is a tough idea. I mean, to find the right comic for them style wise, whether it be superhero, mystery, um, post apocalyptic idea or whatever, based on a franchise they love. Um, to wait every month, and especially as we see now, sometimes there's delays or artists changing, so then even the image of it drastically changes. It just creates, short term, footstops for us. So um, with young people that I've tried to hook into reading, friends and colleagues that hopefully enjoy a read, but I continue to try and get people to read what they like what they get, and love the hobby. So uh, I guess those are my brief thoughts. I don't usually go more than 4 minutes, so heck, I did more than double my time. Thankfully, I definitely want to thank Comic Crack for commenting. Anybody else who catches this later, uh, spit at me with your thoughts on young readers, hooking other people into the reading, into our dirty habits of collecting these wonderful day or month to month books. As this continues, I don't know. Maybe I go back to trades. That was kind of what I was doing there for a long time. Picking up trades as cheap as I could. I was always late to the party. I definitely pick up the floppies that I get now because of Oddfellow Thoughts, Comic Book Roundtable. I want to be somewhat up to date on my book so I can talk with people about it. It's sometimes pretty tough to find somebody who wants to talk about, a 10-year-old Captain America trade. Uh, but it's sometimes those are the things you find out there that you really enjoy, or there's some really great series. I do like that on Twitter. There's, let's talk about this character, about that, so that people that have a very specific genre comic book. Most of them are the big superheroes. It gives them a group of people who are interested or want to find out about this kind of thing, and so I definitely think it's all been enjoyable to see niches inside our niche market continue to spring up. So I definitely hope people continue to read their books, enjoy, um, and that's why I'm definitely glad that like with Comic Crack commenting about I just enjoy that, when I started doing these live ones, I had no idea those are going to pop up originally, like, was it 5 or 6 videos ago? I'm usually fighting off my daughter and things like that. So it's been enjoyable to, briefly speak with you guys on this, to get a couple minutes to dig back through some of my old comments. So if I don't get to them right away, once again, it's because I'm a new father, still trying to figure out time, trying to figure out how to take care of a living creature that's not a cat, and find time to squeeze in books and all that. So my cat now is going to be very happy. I'm going to curl up in my reading chair on the other side, throw the blanket up over my feet, let her relax, and hopefully digest all these comics. And definitely hope everybody out there enjoys their books. So, catchphrase. Ba-doop-boop-boo.